Hello there, math fans. This is a very short video to show you how you can use DESMOS to do some different types of regressions. I have here on the screen three different, but it can be lots of different choices, formulas for different types of models. Here, a linear model and a quadratic model and an exponential model. And then on DESMOS, what you would actually type in. And the idea is the y1 or x1 is what you would have in a table. So I've got some data and I want to model it with one of these things. Okay, so I'm going to look at DESMOS and I've got the data plotted. Now the first problem is when you first plot some data, if it's crazy data that you might not be able to see it, and you need to set up the settings. And so this one, notice it goes from 4 to 15, so I might want to go from 0 to say 20, so I get a little extra data in there. And then the y-axis goes up to 155, so I might want to go 0 to 200 or something like that so I can see what's going on. Then I just click on there and I can see my points. And notice I can scroll around from there. Now if I can't see enough, I can always change the graph settings a little bit as well. Um, let's see, actually I'm going to go to -1 there just so I can see a little of the graph. And there's my points, at least most of them. Let me see. That's supposed to go up to 20. There we go. That looks better. And we don't know what type of graph that is, whether it's a linear or a quadratic or an exponential. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try each of these. So for a linear model, I type in that. And I think probably in whatever course you're in, if you're talking about doing other graphs, you've already tried linear models. So I'm going to type in, or I could use this, y1, and it already makes it a subscript. And then I got to use my regression tilde, which is there. And then I can put in a x1 plus b. And notice I could use mx plus b if I'd like there. And there's my line of best fit. And notice it tells me about what the a value, what the b value, and what the r value is, which is important. And if I wanted to, I could put more than one regression model on the same graph. For instance, y1 tilde a, and then I'm going to use the keyboard so I can go a little faster. I hope you don't mind. ax1, and then I'm going to go to the exponent 2 plus bx1 plus c, and there it's done a quadratic graph, which looks pretty good too. And notice there are the values of a, b, and c. I'd need to write those down. Notice this one gives me an r squared value. If I wanted to compare it to the r value from the linear model, I have to take this and take the square root of it on my scientific calculator. And anytime I don't want one of them plotted so I can see the other one, I can just click on that and it'll ungraph that. Click it back to show it. So I'm going to compare that one now to a new graph of an exponential model. Tilde, where's my tilde? There. And then a, b to the exponent x1. And there's that. And I think what's pretty interesting to me is that Desmos is able to keep all these A's, B's, and C's straight, where you think it might get confused, but it seems like it's doing a pretty good job. Um, and then I'm trying to get that one off. So we can see there's the exponential model. There's its r squared model and or value, and we'd have to take the square root of it to figure out whether it was the best one. And then that's it. If we wanted to try something else, I just need the general form, and whenever ever I have a parameter like a or b or c, I just type in a, b, or c, and when I'd have an x in my model, I'd put in x1. And then that's it. Have fun with your regression.